Hey everybody. So here is what is on my mind as we roll in through April. So we're in the period right now in schools that I like to call the spring sprint. So everybody's back from their spring breaks or their holiday breaks. And it feels like a full court press leading up to all the end of year activities that we like to pack in and do our schools, and then your end of year graduations or ceremonies or whatever it is that you have on your campus. So now is actually the time to start thinking about how you're going to use your summer. And I know it feels like there's so much going on. It's hard to get your head around that when you're in the midst of so much. But if you don't do it now, that summer is going to creep up on you and it's going to be over before you know it. And you'll go into next school year wishing you had maybe planned your summer differently. So, just a couple of tips as you get ready for your summer planning. And yes, again, now is the time to start. Go ahead and start making a list. You might already keep a running list of quote unquote summer projects. A lot of us in schools do that. But don't just keep your own list in a silo. Reach out to others in your school. So if you work in marketing, reach out to your advancement and admissions colleagues or to academic leadership. The same could be said for if you're in development, reaching out to academics, athletics, the arts, whatever it may be, and find out what's on their plate for next year too. And before you leave for the summer, one of the most important things you can do, and when I say leave, I know you're not actually leaving, maybe you're just taking a short vacation. One of the best things you can actually do is to go ahead and identify what your top three or four priorities are going to be for next year. So there's a difference between knowing what the tasks you have to complete and then knowing what your true strategic priorities are. So if you can get that list together, sort of a cross collaborative list, then make sure you identify what those top priorities are, strategic priorities are for next year. And the last piece of advice I'll give you is set a date in the summer where you're going to have some sort of planning retreat. And this is not necessarily a calendaring retreat. That is different than a strategic conversation retreat where you are talking about the why you do what you do. Certainly, it can include some calendaring and getting everybody on the same page. And again, the more people you can have in the room, the sort of the various spokes that sort of spider out into the life of the school, not just your own department, but invite other people into your retreat, the more powerful and effective it's going to be. So maybe you have one day where it's just your own department and then another day where everybody comes together. But now is the time to start to plan. I hope you all had wonderful breaks and that you got a little bit of restorative time, and wishing you all the energy you need to get through this spring sprint. That is my 2 cents for today. Thanks for watching.